Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, let me make sure I turn this down too. Because we don't want no problems. We lit. We in here. What's this about? Oh, okay. A little mini one. Y'all, it's been a while since I went live, so I'm trying to like, what's good? What's the topics? You put it in the comments, and I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, throw that thing in the comments. But hold up. What's up, people? What's good? Trying to get set up real quick, y'all. What's up, Isaiah? One of the coldest drummers under 18 there is. Okay. What up, Ashton? Shout out to Ashton. All right. I'm gonna just hop into it. Wait, but how come I can't see? What up? What up? What up? Why we need to vote? Okay, I can talk about that. Somebody want to talk about the Lakers too? I can talk about the Lakers. Look, this ain't gotta have any type of particular mood. It don't have to be serious. It don't have to be fun. It don't. It could be whatever we want it to be. I'm gonna talk about OK Karen a little bit though, just for fun. Y'all share this video though. Tell your friends. All right, so first things first. Let me just say this for those that don't know who I am. Yeah, AD is the GOAT for sure. I mean, he's not like the GOAT like LeBron James is. What's up, Curb? But he's the GOAT for sure. That boy said Kobe made that shot. That was fire. I ain't gonna lie, I was hyped. All right, so what up, people? Y'all keep hopping in. So first of all, let me just say that I just decided to. What's cap? You're gonna have to explain that. What's cap? What you talking about? But anyway, if you're talking about LeBron, LeBron is definitely the GOAT, fam. Let's not even debate that. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to hop on here and just talk a little bit about OK Karen, just because like I feel like it's it's a worthy cause to celebrate. We just about almost. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen soon. About to hit 20K on the streams worldwide, like throughout all platforms, which is really dope. The platform that I probably cared about the most is Spotify. For no particular reason, just because I feel like it's a lot easier to Parley Lang. Parley Lang. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, it's a lot easier, I think, on Spotify to reach new audiences, to get playlisted. That's what I've been trying to do. Just, see if I can get put on playlists and things like that. So yeah, Okay, Karen, yeah. But yeah, there's that. And also, man, let me tell y'all, let me just tell y'all the truth since I got y'all. If you're watching, can y'all like, send some love to the comments, say something, um, share this with your friends, let them know to hop in. But anyway, and I'm on. So when I look over here, I got IG. So what's up, Instagram? Um, oh, you ain't missed nothing yet, bro. I'm just getting started. So yeah, I got Instagram on this side. Let me lower this a little bit. Actually, you gotta get them angles right. Um, and then over here, I got Facebook and YouTube. They up and popping. What's good? What's up, Lonnie? Um, Oh, Parley Lane. Oh, that's somebody that you tagged. Okay. I thought you were saying that to me. I was like, what is that? What does that mean? I don't understand. I get it. But anyway, y'all, it's been a minute since I went live like this and just talked to the people. So let me give y'all the real, okay? And I'm gonna give y'all a little history lesson. So y'all just listen to me real quick. I like to get in my story bag. I like to tell stories. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So back in any new album, I could talk about that in a second for sure. So back in 2016, I want to say, um, hello everybody that's popping in. Back in 2016, I believe, I started a radio show called the Holy Hooligan Show, and it was my first time doing that. But I definitely had a newfound passion for just talking to people. I just want to talk to people. You know what I mean? Um, You got a fan base. That's funny. Yeah, a little something, something. But yeah, I just want to talk to people and just share my thoughts. Do a little bit of teaching. I've always had like um, a teaching gift or whatever. I like to break things down to people. Whether I talk about my beliefs, my faith, or if I talk about society, how the world is. Talk about our social climate, talk about music, art, business. Um, I'm not famous at all, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about things. So I started this radio show um, on this radio station. It was like an internet radio station for like an app or something. It wasn't like an FM station or anything, but it was cool. It was a nice start, and it was cool. I'm not gonna mention the station because I don't. It just I left that because it was just some bad business going on. I'm gonna just say it like that. But it was really popping. It was cool. But I've always, and I'm gonna just be transparent with y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I've always had this thing like, man, if something doesn't work out, maybe it wasn't meant to work out, which is not the way to think at all. And so if I get in my encouragement bag, just because something don't work out the first time doesn't mean it's not meant to be. Like that just means you gotta, you know, readjust. What's up, Benji? Benji's like one of the most talented people I know. And we still ain't never worked on nothing. I'm gonna get better at that. But yeah, like sometimes just because things don't work out, it doesn't mean that it wasn't meant to be. It just means that you got to readjust and do it better the next time and just keep improving. And so I just have a really bad habit of, um, doing something, it don't work the way I expected it to, and then starting to doubt myself. Like maybe that wasn't meant to be, or maybe I wasn't supposed to. And that's false. That's completely false. It's not true at all. Like if anything, that's just fear talking. If I'm keeping it real with you, that's just fear straight up trying to tell you that nah, man, you made a mistake. Like sometimes it didn't work out, and it wasn't even my fault. It didn't work out. It wasn't even a mistake that was made. That's right, positivity, the key to success for sure. Like it wasn't even necessarily a mistake. It just wasn't the timing. Maybe it just wasn't the timing. It definitely wasn't the platform for it. That wasn't the place or the time. So later on, fast forward to that might have been 2017. Maybe that was 2016, 2017, around then. Into 2017. Then in 2018, I started a podcast. So I turned the radio station into a podcast, Holy Hooligan Podcast. I was actually had a co-host, my girl Tiana. Shout out to Tiana, and we did that show together. We did it for a while, and the part of the reason was, I didn't want to just be the only one talking. I felt like, man, if we're gonna do this, it's got to be more than one person. So I had a partner in crime, and then we just, life happened, and our schedules just didn't align. Like, it was just hard for us to get together. It's like, man, this is really difficult to do. Like, it was a struggle. Even the times that we did record, it was a struggle trying to do it, and then, priorities change. That was something that still has always been a passion for me, but priorities change. And that happens. That's another dynamic in working with people, is that you have to, be in it for the long haul together. And if it was really your passion, and you just trying to convince somebody else to be passionate about it too, that's not gonna last long. And no, that's not a knock or anything like that. It's just, she wanted to do something different, and so eventually she did her thing and was doing her thing well. And again, that doubt came in. It's like, well, maybe because I ain't want to do it solo. Yeah, I feel that, and I want to be the only one talking. Yeah, for sure. But because I didn't want to do it solo, I was like, well, maybe it's just not meant to be. And I can't tell you how many times I even thought about restarting it, would chop it up with people about doing it, and they'd be down for it, and then not so much. And what I realized, and I didn't realize this until recently, hindsight is 2020. What I realized is I've been spending so much time trying to convince people to see my vision and trying to convince people to match my passion, that's like working backwards. If we being honest, that's definitely working backwards. Like, I can't convince somebody to be passionate about what I'm passionate about. It's gotta work. Like, you gotta be passionate about it just as much as me in order for us to be working towards this in a partnership. You know what I mean? So, for sure. Somebody said maybe you sleeping on yourself. My cousin Kirby. Yeah, for sure. Like, I do that all the time. I start sleeping, think, maybe I'm just not the person to do it, and which is, again, completely false. That's like, those lies you tell yourself, making yourself think that, you ain't the one. And I think it took different people to speak into me, to pour into me. Even like my cousin Kirby, he's on here right now. We just had a conversation recently, man, and he was just, speaking into me. And sometimes you don't really believe it until somebody say it and make you listen, and it's not that. And let me not just make this a sob story either. I don't completely sleep on myself. Like, I understand my gifts and my talents and what I'm meant to do, what I'm supposed to do. But sometimes when it comes down to doing it and it don't work, that's definitely when that fear, that those thoughts start to creep in. And so this is for anybody that's trying to do anything. Like, you just got to work at it. And if it don't work, you sit back, look at it, fix it, adjust, and then try it again. Yeah, I'm glad it relates. He said, bro, you hitting on a lot of stuff that I relate to. That's big facts, man. Like, you got guys like Benji, you a good example of this, bro. Like, we've been grinding at this for a long time. Like, we've came a long way. And sometimes it takes, one day I just sat back, made a playlist of all my old music, every song I ever made. I'm going to show y'all in a second. I'm going to show Instagram. You may not be able to see it. You probably got to look at YouTube or Facebook to see it, because I'm going to share my screen. I can't do all that for y'all. But, bro, I looked at everything I've done. Some of it is super whack. I ain't going to lie. When I first started, I didn't know what I was doing. Keep it real. But, yeah, I definitely came a long way. But, man, I really did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really been grinding at this, and maybe I haven't been the most consistent at it. You know, just I'm being super vulnerable to y'all, like, because there's some times where I just got busy, caught up doing other things, and thought, yeah, I can wait, I can do that later, and go back to it. But like when I look at it, Instagram tripping on y'all. Dang, it is tripping. My bad, y'all. But anyway, when I look back at like everything that I've done, it's like, yo, I've actually been doing this for a minute, and I've actually got better, and I'm actually pretty good at this. Like, you sometimes you really gotta, okay. This is kind of where this is gonna flow, because this is where okay Karen came from. Sometimes, like my boy Kirby said, sometimes you really just gotta stop sleeping on yourself and tell yourself, hey man, you low key cold at this. Not low key, you high key cold at this. Like, you legit, fam. And and the thing is, sometimes, you I even had to change my personal definition of what humility is. Is you I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Somebody just asked me, is using the word Karen racist, asking for a friend? I'm gonna talk about that in a second. I have a pretty ironic answer to that. But sometimes you just got to stop sleeping on yourself and realize, like, yo, you actually dope at this. This is why you do it. This is why when you do it, people mess with it, because it's actually legit. And listen, I met a lot of people who talk the talk and they not about it. I met a lot of people who talk the talk and they just don't have it. They don't got the talent. Some people, they may have the talent but don't have the work ethic. Some people just don't want to put in the time, or maybe they just don't have the experience, or maybe they just don't have the passion. There's so many things that just don't connect. But one thing I can tell you for sure about me, I may not be the best producer in the world. I may not be the best engineer in the world. I may not be the best rapper in the world. I'm definitely not the best singer in the world. I'm not. But I tell you one thing, nobody's going to outwork me for sure. Like, people think this is a whole nother topic. Now I'm just going. But that's big facts, Ashton. But people think it's a flex to make things, like, it's a cool flex to make things look easy. Like, it's a bad thing if I tell y'all how many hours and days and weeks and months I put into my last album. Dad told me I'm the best. I appreciate that, bro. You're the best, actually. But I take that as a flex. Yeah, I've spent thousands of hours working on this album, and it wasn't easy. It was really hard. Yeah, I redid this take 100 times to get it right. No, it wasn't easy. No, I didn't get this in the first take. Like, but that's the thing though. I take that. That's really a flex to me. Like, no, it's not easy. I worked my butt off to do this, and I accomplished it, and I did it. So sometimes you just have to tell the truth to yourself and be like, hey, fam, you legit. Like, you low key. You actually called at this. And so, okay, Karen was, to be honest with you. So someone asked. Okay, I'll talk about that. Somebody asked if using the word Karen, if that's racist. First of all, from my understanding, Karen, you respect the process. Yeah, I definitely respect the process, man, because it's especially your own process, like, because you know that line, that Drake line, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. He's talking about Kobe, And listen, y'all wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Y'all wasn't with me when I got my when I was 14, freshman in high school. My mom was about to throw away her computer, and I took it and fixed it up and put a bootleg version of Fruity Loops on it, and had to clean off all the viruses, and could never turn off the computer. Because if I turned off the computer, the demo version of the software I was using would delete my song. So I had to keep it on all the time. Y'all wasn't with me when I was doing that. Y'all wasn't with me when I was doing that. So, y'all didn't see that process. Y'all didn't see me have to work that hard. I've been working hard at this for a long time. And is definitely paid off. I believe it's paid off, but and it's still paying off, and I still got growing to do, and I'm still constantly growing. But anyway, like that's and Benji, you know what I'm talking about, fam. We've been doing this. They don't know about that, man. That was back in the day where you couldn't just find a code from I shouldn't even say it because I don't want to get banned off of social media. Find a code off of certain dark websites to that was before you could do that, man. Before you can bootleg software like that. But anyway, I ain't gonna speak too much on that because that's the past is the past. But anyway, we buy our stuff now. We legit now. No, but it's definitely it was a process, and so when I speak about Karen, Karen, I don't believe Karen has a race to it. Karen is more so the person that carries that entitlement, like the world owes them something and has something to complain about. When they experience discomfort, they treat it as discrimination. When you have no idea what discrimination is, so that's to me that's the true definition of Karen. Someone who is so entitled that when they experience discomfort or experience dissatisfaction, they overreact as if they're being discriminated against when they've never actually experienced real discrimination. And so that's what Karen is. But actually, if I'm being honest with you, okay, Karen is not even about that. Like, so I named it, I didn't have a name for the song. I named it Karen, and I only said that one time in the song. And I'm actually talking about rappers. Like, I'm talking about other rappers. I said, these rappers are whiny, I'm calling you Karen. And basically it's about, that particular part is about, how do I talk about this without talking about what I'm talking about? I mean, that's true. Karen is basically about white women, but that's the same as, excuse me, children, any children that are watching, that's the same as saying, the phrase nigga is still about black people. It's not anymore. Let's just be honest. It's not. And so, yeah, it's a word that people will be offended if a non-black person uses it, but it's more than just black people now. So no, I'm not even dissing. So yeah, it's a diss track. Okay, Karen is a diss track, but I'm not even dissing anybody in particular. Appreciate that, Dad. I'm not dissing anybody in particular. This was more so. Let me tell you what really happened. Okay, before I made the song, this summer I actually decided I wasn't gonna do music anymore. And I was like, man, I'm turning 30. I turned 30 this summer, July 4th. I was like, man, I'm 30 now, which is not, I mean, for a lot of musicians, that's actually not old. But I'm just feeling like there's other things that I'm trying to do right now that I'm doing that, yeah, music is involved. Music is always going to be involved in what I'm doing. But being the artist, I ain't even cuss. All I said was nigga. I mean, that's a bad word to some people, but anyway, I'm not going to go there. This is not, just listen to Fear No Evil. I talked about that already. But, no, but anyway, yeah. And so I was just like, man, I'm not really trying to do this no more. I'm ready to move on to other things. And then one day, I just decided, yeah, 30 is actually young. I don't know why I thought that. But anyway, one day I just decided, I heard a song, I heard a couple songs and was like, bro, I could do this. Like, I feel like I could do this. And so I just, hopped, I finally connected all my studio equipment was like disconnected in boxes and stuff. And I finally got all the stuff out of boxes, connected it all, put it all together, and was like, I'm about to make a song right now. And if this song ain't hitting, if it's not hitting in my core, like it's not for anybody else to hear, but if it's not hitting to me, then I'll stop. If it's still hitting, then I still need to keep going. And so, first thing I did was make the beat. like a real basic beat. It wasn't the whole thing. It was just like 808 and some drums, and then I was in. I don't want to complaining. I just kept. I don't want to hear your complaining. I know I'm the one. Like that was the line that I heard first, and that was funny. He said I was about to cuss. I was about to cuss, man. But yeah, that was the line I kept hearing. I don't want to hear your complaining. I know I'm the one. Ja put me here. He's the one you should be blaming. And so it was like, all right, I gotta just see myself. Like I gotta get in my bag. And I remember sitting in this same spot right here, and I was like, bro, I need to get in my bag. Like no playing around. Let me make a super hard beat. Yeah, it was knocking in my chest for sure. I got a noise complaint from the neighbors, but I ain't care. They moved out. I got new neighbors now, so we cool. Yeah, the religious folk will eat you up too. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Don't care. I do what I do anyway. But anyway, I feel that for sure, because ain't nobody worry about them. But yeah, so that beat was hitting. I was like, bro, I gotta go in. And so I mapped out the concept in my head. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but it's gonna be something like this. And I even created this imaginary figure that I pretended like was talking noise or whatever, and was hyping me up. They were hyping me up to come back at them and show them, man, I'm the one, fam. Don't mess with me. I'm the one. I'm not the two. I'm not the three. I'm the one. And I just had to get that mentality. It's the same mentality LeBron had when he found out he only had 16 votes. That man had 16 votes for MVP. The greatest player in the world had he's been the greatest player for 17 straight years, and he had 16 votes. And his response, it pissed me off. I felt the same way. I pissed myself off, right? And I had to just tell myself, like, hey, I gotta get in my bag, bro. Like I'm and if it's whack, it's whack, and I ain't doing it no more. But I gotta get in my bag. So anyway, I started getting into it, and Karen, like when I was picturing Karen, I wasn't thinking about a white woman. I was thinking about these rappers that always got something to say about what I'm doing. Like the rappers that. Let's just keep it real. The rappers that I had to, in the middle of the session, stop the session and cash out their money back because I wasn't trying to record them no more because they was whack, or the dudes that, somebody, bro, okay, now I'm getting mad all over again. I had somebody tell me, y'all wouldn't understand. People, I think I'm kind of a nice guy. I may not be the friendliest person in the world just because I'm super shy and I stay to myself. I don't even talk to my friends that often. It is what it is. But I don't start no trouble with people on purpose. I don't start trouble. What you coming at me for? I ain't do nothing to you. And yeah, I definitely did that, Ashton. I've done it 3 times at least. No, maybe 3 times. JC is a fool, bro. You a fool, bro. But yeah, so I had somebody tell me this. This was word for word what they said. Oh, you just think your music's better than everybody because you added some live drums to it. Fam. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I gave their money back. I had to in the middle of the session. I was like, hey, I don't know, like, and they was a Christian artist too, so I had to put God in it. I was like, man, I believe God can use you and He has a plan for your life. But I don't think it is through hip hop. Like, I don't think it's that, because this is not fixable. I can't fix this. And I would rather you work on your craft in another area. And I was just honest with him. I said, I know we've been here for 2 hours already. We haven't made any progress. I'm going to give you all your money back. Just off of integrity. Like, and I know that sounds like I was firing that boy up. But honestly, I was trying to help that man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it wasn't good, and there was nothing I could do to make it good, and I definitely don't want to put my name on it. I'm just being honest, and it just what I'd rather, instead of take your money, because a lot of engineers, a lot of producers would just take your money and then talk about you behind your back. I wasn't gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you straight up, nah, fam, this is not it. Let me give you your money back so that It's definitely not for everybody. Like, let me get your money back so you know that I'm not playing when I say this. Like, I'm not like this is a waste of your time and it's a waste of mine. There's some people that's super talented that should be doing this. Let them do that. Like, and if you want to do it for fun, you could do it for fun. But I'm not finna take your money for you to do this for fun and make a fool of yourself. Do it for fun, have fun with it, make some stuff for your friends. I've had plenty of people do that. They told me straight up, look, I'm not trying to do this for a career. I'm just trying to do this for fun. Cool. When I had the time to do that, I'll do stuff for fun. But man, when you ain't got time to do it for fun, when you doing it for business, and somebody come in and they shouldn't be doing this for business, you got to keep it real with them and tell them, even like, especially right now, I know I'm rambling now, but especially right now, there's only a select few people that I'm willing to work with. I ain't worked with anybody in a while just because I've been super selective with my time. I'm working on things right now. I just don't have the time for it. And when I have the time for it, I already have the people in mind that I'm down with. My boy Jerry, But I already got the people that I'm planning on doing stuff with. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know, like, nah, they're not wasting time. It's about JC. Stop it, bro. I know you playing, bro. Stop it. You playing because you dope. I heard that snippet you got with Rex. Stop playing, fam. But anyway, right? Because they probably have a lot of yes men in their circle. No, I don't. I don't even think that was the case. I don't think anybody knew. I don't know. Maybe it. I don't know. I don't want to speak too much on that because now I'm talking about something else I wasn't trying to talk about. But anyway, I just use that as an example to show y'all, like, the artistic integrity that I try to walk in at all times. Like, it's all about artistic integrity to me. I'm gonna always be honest with you and real with you about it. And if it can be done, like, if it can be dope and we can make it dope and we just gotta put in extra work, I'll put in extra work and take less money to make it dope. Cause that's just artist integrity. That's like integrity to me. You know what I'm saying? And if it can't be good and I can't see myself enjoying this project, I'm gonna tell you, nah, fam, this is not for me. Especially right now. What's up, Brittany? Especially right now. Like, if it's not for me, it's not for me. I gotta be honest, with myself as well. Like, I can't just do stuff for a check, anymore. I don't need money that bad to just be, draining my life away on stuff that I don't like. So anyway, my engineer say I'm dope though. I know he be lying. I'm gonna get my money back. That's funny. Nah, I ain't never lied to nobody and told them they was dope when they wasn't. I ain't never said that ever in my life. It's not something I plan on doing ever. Not even a child. I'm not even gonna tell a little kid, man, you dope. No, if they not it, I'm not gonna tell them they're not it if they a little kid. But I'm definitely not gonna tell them they dope. But that's, bro, you playing. I know you fired. That's why you saying it. That's funny. Anyway, back to okay, Karen. So I created, but yeah, I got, like, had somebody tell me, like, bro, you think you better than everybody because you put live drums on your stuff. What are you talking about? Actually, my last album, I purposely didn't even put any live drums on it. So what are you talking about? And then he tried to diss one of my. I don't think he really knew about my music that much. So he went and listened to my music real quick. I appreciate that, bro. Man, he had that untapped potential in him already, though. I just did what I could to pull a little bit of it out, but he had it already. But anyway, I had somebody. I think he went and, like, listened to my music real quick to, like, find something to diss me on, and came back and he was talking about this one song I got. I might even play it for y'all. Because I'm not. Well, copyrights, they even get you if I play my own music. So hopefully Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, don't take my music down when I play my stuff, please. That's because that's just stupid at that point. Like, let me play my own music. But I can, let me put. But oh yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm being long-winded. It's been a while since I talked to the people, so I'm long-winded right now. But anyway, yeah, put your phone on the charger. This may be a minute. But yeah, he went and listened to my music. What song did he hear? Got It All. Got It All is a song that I did. It was a remix. It was a remix to to Drake's "Nice for What." Like it was a exact remix. I remixed the beat at first and was gonna put Drake's vocals on it, but then I rewrote the whole song too. So it was like it was a remix to "Nice for What," kind of a nod to that song. And when people heard it, it was like, "Yo, this is fire! Like put this out for real." And it's like, well, I guess I can because it's all original lyrics and it's original beat. It's a remix, but it's still all original. He went and listened to that and said, "Yeah, so you bopping off of a Drake song?" I was like, "Fam, it was a remix. I did that on purpose." And that mug is fire. Like that mug is fire. And I can say it's fire. I know for sure it's fire. Cause that mug blew up like well, on a small scale, okay. It blew up a little bit. But go listen to that song right now. Like it's one of my favorite songs that I've done. And people seem to like that song. So anyway, he's just trying to find a reason to diss me. But like I don't understand why rappers come at me like that, especially Christian rappers, because I used to talk about a lot, like, man, Christian rappers got to step our game up. When Kendrick put out that Control verse, I was like, hey, Houston scene. I was heavy in the Christian hip hop scene at that time. Hey, I like this energy. This is the type of energy we need. We need to get better. Like, we need to challenge each other. And people thought, bro, if you don't, somebody, this is word for word their comment. Hey, if you're not trying to be a Christian no more, then just say that. What? First of all, play it. I'll play a little bit of it. Man, I like this song because it had like the SWV sample, and I sampled that LMA song too. That was really why the song was fire because of the way I did the samples. That's why people liked it. It was definitely a song for the ladies. Let me find it real quick. Actually, let me find it first. I should be able to play it, no problem. Got it all. I'm on Spotify right now trying to find it. No, this not the same. This not the same dude. This is not the same dude. This guy was arguing with me about, or he was trying to argue with me about Christian hip hop. Like when I said like Christian hip hop got to step their game up, like, and he was trying to argue with me about that, and I was like, fam, I've never even heard your music before. I've never even heard his music. I've never even heard one song. I knew he was an artist. I knew of him. I've never seen him perform. I didn't know anything about him. And so, but yeah, he just came at me for no reason. I was like, bro, I don't even have anything to say to you like that. Like, I'm not finna argue with you. I ain't arguing with you. You mad, like Ply said. All right, listen to this. Let me see if I can play it. Yeah. Instagram, y'all not gonna be able to hear it. Instagram gonna try to take it down anyway. I'll just play a little bit of it. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. No, I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it rock. Everybody get your roll on. This a break. This is Johnny Hill song. Showing love. Got it going on. Your ex-man wasn't right. He was so wrong. Mr. Right went left, life goes on. Now you're on your grind. All right, that's enough of that. That's all I'm gonna play. I don't even know if y'all can hear that. Oh, the audio was muted. It's cool. Y'all can hear it a little bit in the mic. Your credit gotta be 800. Are you with me? That's funny. Yeah. But anyway, so that was kind of the vibe that I had for OK Karen, like calling rappers that complain, rappers that got something to say about what I'm doing, like, or whatever the case may be, like, I'm calling you Karen. Like, you just out here complaining like these entitled white women do. Not saying all white women. I'm just talking about the entitled ones. That's it. But anyway, so what people don't really know is that OK Karen actually has three different characters. Three different characters in the three different verses. That's talking from three different perspectives. And I got you, Aisha. And like, man, look, see, this is why it's the type of stuff that I do in my music that's just for my own satisfaction. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person that will Like I'll take a sample of something or a certain sound that I've used in a different song or that was used in a previous song or whatever, and flip it and put it in the song where nobody can hear it, just for the quote unquote subliminal message that only I know about. Like I'm the type of person that does that type of stuff. Or I'll, like with that, I'll have 3 different characters just to play on the whole TRE COSMOS thing. And even with that, I'm not gonna get too much into that, but not today anyway. I'll talk about that another time. But like even the name TRE COSMOS, like when I was, I believe I was divinely given that name. Like God gave me that name years ago, even before I was an artist. He gave me that name, and my job was to later on to learn what that meant, like what TRE COSMOS means. And I was learning as I went about what that means. And one thing, as I learned more about myself, I learned more about what TRE means. Like TRE, I've always known, okay, TRE is a 3-in-1, type of deal, where humans have a spirit, a soul, and a body. You got the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You got earth, wind, and fire. You got solid, liquid, gas. There's a lot of trialities in the universe, and even with my own personality and how I am and who I am as a person, it's like a triality to me. And so the first time I ever did this, actually, and also if you may not even catch this either, but my last album, Alone with the Moon, is completely based on these 3 characters that all make up who I am, right? And so before I even made that album, I had this whole like story idea, which is something I'm working on. Keep that on the low, but keep it on the low as I tell people about it. But this kind of comic book style story where I'm talking about these 3 quote unquote superheroes all trying to save the same person, but they get in each other's way until they realize, like, my strengths and my weaknesses all have to add up to your strengths and your weaknesses to balance itself out. And that's just how I am as a person as well. So the first time I ever did that, actually, I'm going to play y'all this song. It's called 10K Crowns. This is from, actually, this is what I'm going to do for my, sorry, Instagram people, y'all can't see this, but I'm going to do this for, yeah, there it is. So I'm showing y'all Spotify. So this is my discography. Actually, let me go to this version of it, because these are only like my solo songs as an artist. So y'all can see that. So all the songs I've put out, all the albums I put out, 82 songs, bro. The goal is 24 hours of music. But anyway, so from the TREday, what was this, volume 27? So TREday is like, I first put out TREday on my birthday, and then I made another TREday, no, volume 28 when I turned 28. So anyway, 10K Crowns. I'm gonna play that for y'all. IG, y'all may not be able to hear it very well, but check out the sample. So y'all listen to this. Like when it come in, the verse has 3 different characters. Like for real. 3 different characters with 3 different voices. It sound like it's like features, like other artists feature. Listen.
Started in the age, keep it local.
Yeah.
Take it coast to coast, then go global. Take it global. We've got a message to tell. Yeah, we raising the kids. We gon' get 10,000 crowns away. 10K crowns on me. 10K crowns on me. I'm giving out 10K crowns. 10K new young kings. Rack that, stack that cheese. All my young kings gon' eat. And the whole globe gon' see. 10K crowns on me, yeah.
Produced by TRE COSMOS, of course. I made all my beats. Hey.
I'm giving out 10K crowns, 10K New York.
Rack that, stack that. Sorry, IG, if you want the full experience, you gotta get on YouTube.
10K crowns on me, yeah.
Look.
I run the crew like a Sid. Recruiting the rooks, I'm a vet.
That's one person.
Yeah.
This another person. I run the crew like I said.
Get the gang tatted on my chest.
Yeah.
Play the game till we counting checks.
And this the third person. Hey.
Bring the message to the streets. Teach a man how to eat. Then teach a man how to teach. That's how you further your reach. Professor Trey, don't preach.
Look, I'm not a preacher, but I be speaking. Shoot from the pulpit, I'm not a deacon. I'm not a
light, I'm on like a beacon.
shining your light, I just watch it sink in. Alright, I'm gonna stop that.
I let it shine from my crown.
Cause knowing Facebook, they'll flag me for copyright even though it's me. Cause they file for that. But anyway, yeah, so that was the first time I ever played with the idea of actually performing my vocals as if it was 3 different people all at once. I can't tell you how difficult that was. And the fact that majority of people, what's up, Britt? Majority of people didn't even notice I did that. It doesn't matter to me. I did it for myself, really. That was like just to kind of play with that. And so then I did it again on Alone with the Moon. And should I see how should I play that for y'all? Let me see. Wait, I didn't add Alone with the Moon to this discography thing. I thought that was on here. Oh yeah, it's up here. It's at the top. All right, so Alone with the Moon. The whole album is based on 3 characters: Lone Ranger, Lone Wolf, and Lone Star. Lone Ranger is like a cowboy sheriff type of dude, gunslinger, attitude, don't take no BS from nobody. And then Lone Wolf is like, he's like a wolf. Let me go back to this. And he more, TREtalk on YouTube, yeah. Lone Wolf is more like, to himself, a little bit more into his emotional bag. And then Lone Star is an astronaut, and his whole thing is trying to save the world and please the people. He's a man of the people. And so those 3 different characters, I wrote the whole album with those 3 characters in mind. And so, like, if you're familiar with Fear No Evil is Lone Ranger, the gunslinger. And so you'll even hear it in certain bars when I was like, I fear no evil, I'm so lethal. Dang, I forgot my own lyrics. What did I say? Fear no evil, I'm so lethal. Came equipped, I keep my pistol. Don't piss me off, should be illegal. I'll off your head, make you pay my legal fees. Let me stop. But yeah, so that's the gunslinger, that's Lone Ranger. And then you got, what's it called? Retrograde, which is, girl, you got me howling in the moon. Or, girl, you got me howling to the moon, babe. Wishing I could be where you are. He's talking to the ladies at that point. That's the Lone Wolf, he's in his emotional bag. And then you got Lone Star, who's the astronaut who, wears himself out trying to be a man of the people, trying to save the people. And so Just Fine came from that, right? And so you have all these different characters, and I'm not gonna play that right now, but if you were to listen to there's 4 different songs that all sound almost the same on Alone with the Moon. They're like interludes. You got Howl at the Moon, Shoot for the Stars, and Fly in the Sky. And those 3 songs are all combined on the song Till I Find You. Go listen to my Alone with the Moon album, because like that's gonna really explain it. But those songs sound almost the same. Like, well, the only thing that's the same about them is that they're all in the same key and they have the same tempo. All the instrumentation is different. The vibe is different. Like, you got for Howl at the Moon sounds like, let me play it a little bit.
I knew it was bad for me.
I'm gonna skip to the end.
I had the moon to my life. I was I had the moon.
I had the moon.
Till I find you.
And you got Shoot for the Stars that sound more like this.
Consider my predicament a little bit bigger than just a matter of questions and concerns.
I got issues in my cold heart.
Passion, I let it
this is how the end sound. I shoot for the stars.
Till I find you.
A little different, right? And then you got Fly in the Sky.
I shoot for I had gone astray.
Yeah.
They said it's okay. Took me off the path.
Hey.
Told me this the way. I was being pulled in the wrong direction. Wrong flight path. I made no correction.
Right, that's that. Listen to the
They lied
ending.
to me. Yeah. I'll fly in the sky till I find you.
So it's a little different. But then on Till I Find You, all of that is combined into one. So I took all the instrumentation from all of those songs, put them kind of where they fit on top of each other. And so you got, let me rewind it, this is where it comes in. So where they're all like singing together, all three characters, right? I'm gonna stop that. So that was like, that's actually one of the first songs that I made for Alone with the Moon, the album, when I first started thinking. And I remember playing it for some people. They were like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It was like, okay, well, maybe I gotta just keep diving deep into this, where I created those characters. And so I did the same thing on OK Karen. The first character is Lone Ranger. He's the one that's like, listen, I know I'm the one, like, get out my face, or like, you know, he's very clever. He's the intelligent one. I'm gonna beat you with my words, and you know, that's him. The second one is more is the lone wolf. No. The second one is Lone Star, and he's a little bit more laid back. You know, he's more, his version of it is not necessarily being not as confrontational as the first verse, but he's more so like, hey man, I'll rise above this. Like, I don't really got time for this. I'm all about peace, and there's nothing you can do to take away my peace, right? So that's the third. And then the last one is Lone Wolf, who like he's led by his emotions, so he doesn't always, he's more so of an act first and then do. And these are all different aspects of my own personality, but he act first and then realize, oh, maybe I shouldn't have came at him like that. But he's more so like throughout the verse talking about, look, I got this beast inside of me, you about to let it out, and once I go off, ain't no stopping me. Like, I'm gonna go all the way off, so you need to chill out. Like, you should chill out. And so yeah, that's how that came about. Yeah, so those are the three characters. I'm actually gonna play the song for y'all now, so y'all can like hear that mug with this new thinking, you know, with that understanding. And what's good? I don't know who that is. What's up? I can't tell who you are. But anyway, so yeah, those three different characters are all in OK Karen. You got Lone Ranger starting us off, mad aggressive, mad confrontational. What's up, Denise? And then you got, oh, what's up, Tiffany? Oh, Tiffany. Okay. So yeah, Lone Ranger started off all mad aggressive and confrontational, but like still swaggy with it. Like, you know, I'm gonna beat you with my words. Like, he's all about his weapon, having his tool on him, and his tool is his intelligence and his wordplay. And then you got, who's next? Lone Ranger, who's more so like, I rise above this. He's the one that, you know, he's for the people, and he's all about, you know, peace and being nice to everyone and trying to get along with everyone. But also, he knows who he is. Like, he has that regality about him where it's like, fam, I'm too good for this. I ain't got time to be dealing with you peasants. I ain't got time for y'all, you know. And then the last one is a Lone Wolf, who is, again, it's like, you know, he get in his you know, emotions, and once he start going off, he going off. Ain't no stopping him. Like, he about to turn into a savage. So you better chill out, you know. And those are just different versions of you know, my own probably exaggerated versions of my own personality. And so I'm about to play the song for y'all. Again, IG, y'all not even getting the full experience, because I can't appreciate it. Yeah, that hang time, you know, I'm getting there. But anyway, y'all can't really get the full experience unless you're on YouTube, because then you can like really hear it, and see what I'm doing and all that. But I'm gonna play OK Karen for y'all, and let's just vibe with it. I know some of y'all have probably already heard it, but let's just vibe together on this. Turn that up. First of all.
I don't wanna hear you complaining, I know I'm the one. Jah put me here, he's the one you should be blaming. Got the holy oil, I put holy flow in your speakers. I'm blowing your tweeters with all of my slappers. These rappers is whining, I'm calling you Karen. I know you're on me, I feel you staring. Eyes on me like Pac and Bobby Herring. Got ladies repeating my lines, it's so divine. I got away with words, but cappers be lying and hating and claiming I'm crazy like I just got away with words. I should be a felon for how I be killing these verses, but I got away with words. Boy, you a clown, I'm your favorite now. You be talking big-ish, but
I got away with verbs. I do what I say,
you know I don't play, no 2K.
I don't think y'all even caught that. I feel like, cause y'all be sleeping on me. I know I be sleeping on myself too. So, but I know y'all be sleeping on me. Y'all didn't even catch what I said. I was like, got ladies repeating my lines, and it's so divine how I got away. I have a way with words, right? But cappers be lying and hating and claiming I'm crazy like I just got wayward words. I should be a felon for how I be killing these verses. But guess what? I got away with words. Boy, you a clown. I'm your favorite noun. Y'all like to talk about Trey for some reason. You be talking big-ish, but I got away with verbs. I do what I say. Because, verbs, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's basic English. With nouns, those are places, ideas, and things and people, right? But verbs, it's actually about that action. You know what I'm saying? So I do what I say. Anyway, let me keep going. And I said, you keep it 100, I keep it 10K. Remember I played y'all 10K crowns? It's like one of my favorite numbers. So I got that tatted right here, if y'all can see it. So it's and I literally say it's an X with a line up above it. So on Roman numerals, right, when you put a line over something, it means 1,000. So X is, of course, is 10, and then you put a line over it, now it's 10,000. So one of my favorite numbers. I keep it 10K. Anyway.
Keep it 100, I keep it 10K. It's tatted on me. It's an X with a line up above it. It's Roman like Caesar, you roaming in my territory. Don't mess with a line, I'm mad predatory. My bigger turn you to a scary story.
Very scary.
These murderous verses premeditated. Don't worry, it's just the preliminaries. Lining up beats like a cemetery. They should study these verses in seminary. I don't wanna hear you complaining, I know I'm the one. Jah put me here, he's the one you should be blaming.
So this is the second character right here.
I'm always protected, touch down my anointed. I switch up the flow, I did it on purpose, it's not serendipity.
I switched up the flow because it's a different person now.
Unspeakable joy, I can't let nothing get to me. Even if I lose everything, I keep my peace because my soul is in jeopardy.
Yeah.
And I trust them gangsters way more than I trust any sheriff or deputy.
Hold on, let me get that straight. I trust them gangsters way more than I trust any sheriff or deputy. We don't call the police on our people. We got to find a better way to handle things. Bro, glad you broke that down. That was dope. I appreciate that.
In my bag, I gotta brag just because God has been good to me.
I'm in my Jan Sport, Grand Sport, export and transport. I transform, stay with the best form. I'm shooting my shot, I stay ready, you can't block. It's too heavy, you can't stop. Trace here, we pop, so you know the block is hot. Now this the third character.
I know I'm the one.
It's a lone wolf.
He's the one you should be blaming. Got the holy flow.
He cool, but don't get on his bad side.
It's a real thing, not training. I said I want all the smoke. I'm taking that throne, I claim it. And watch whose name you stain it. Got a beast inside, can't tame it. You should be on shot with your aim off. You should be ashamed, you lame. I'm not here to be entertained. I'm here so the kingdom can reign. So if this war we can engage, shut up, boy, put you in your place. Whoa, give me some more, or I gotta go. I cannot stand this, and you cannot handle it. I cannot dismantle it. Regardless of damages, we are heartless like savages, and we treated like scavengers. But we living in palaces, and we killing your fantasies. And I swear, man, I don't wanna hear you complaining. I know I'm the one. Jah put me here, he's the one you should be blaming. Blame, 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 blame.
And then you got the sample in the back. How can I lose with the help I've got? So, Instagram, I've been going for an hour already, so I got like 2 minutes with y'all, and then I gotta hop off, cause they got a 60-minute limit. So I'm gonna see y'all. I'm about to hop off of Facebook and YouTube in just a second too. But yeah, so that's the thing. It's like I play the instrumental in the background real low. I even put out the instrumental. I decided I'm always, like, I dropped my instrumental album. I've dropped a couple instrumental albums just because I'm really proud of the instrumental work that I do. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like I had to realize, like, for real, this is to me. This is like, yeah, it's a diss track, but there's no particular person this is aimed at. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really aimed at, I don't want to sound corny, but I'm going to say it. It's aimed at my fears and my own insecurities and me thinking that I can't do it, or I should stop, or I should quit, or I should chill, I should let somebody else do it. Like, Because the thing is, it's not even on on prideful tip. Like, it's not even that I think I'm, better than anyone at all. But it's like, how can I lose with the help I got? That's like this old gospel song that I found, but that's what the sample says. How can I lose with the help that I got? Like, because I have Yahweh on my side, and He's the one that divinely inspired me to do what I do. He's the one that's given me the strength to do it. He's the one that's, always supplied everything I need to continue to do it. How can I lose? So back full circle to what I was saying before. Instagram. Y'all got 10 seconds. I'm out of here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep talking. Hop on YouTube if you want to see the rest. But like I was saying before, just to bring it full circle, this is something a journey that I've been on for a while, that I've always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And then when it would fail, whether I failed or whether the process failed or whether somebody else let me down or whether an opportunity just closed or a mistake was made or no mistake was made, it just didn't go anywhere, or I just stopped, whatever the reason was for it at any time, it was never supposed to be a sign for me to stop. It was always for me to keep going and just keep going at it. And I learned from it along the way. Like, there was definitely some wins to come about that. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes you just have to sit back and really reflect and appreciate the small victories, because we think about. I'm gonna use this example. I'm a big time LeBron fan, so I'm all about the Lakers right now. You know what I'm saying? He about to get his 4th ring, and heard different analysts talking about Anthony Davis's shot last night. Even him shouting Kobe afterwards. They're wearing the Mamba jerseys, wishing it was in the Staples Center because it would have went crazy in front of their fans. But all of that being said, it was that situation. One analyst said it was a big win for LeBron. Why? Because you would think that it looks like AD is taking over the team when he was slacking. LeBron had no. It's crazy that I end up tying this to LeBron. That's so crazy that I even did that. But LeBron had no intentions on taking that last shot. The play was drawn up for him, but he did not want to take that shot. He wanted Anthony Davis to take that shot. And even if, and LeBron even said this, even if he missed it, he took the shot. And he had the confidence to take the shot. And that's what I wanted. And so imagine if he would have missed and they would have lost the game. You got to appreciate the small victory the team made, the micro win, the win of they got Anthony Davis, their other superstar, to step up as the number one in that moment when they needed him to. They needed him to have that confidence to be able to do that. They needed him to not shy away from that platform. So that was the win, on top of him making the shot and winning the game. Even if they lost the game, even if he missed the shot and they lost the game, they still got that small victory of he got his confidence to be that number one when he needs to take care of business when he needs to. And so you live and die with the consequences of it because you stepped up when you needed to. And that's the dopest part to me. And so I got to start thinking about it like that as well. And I think we all should think about our situations, our life like that. Sometimes we go for the big wins, and I know I'm that person for sure. I always go for the big wins. And it's a high risk, high reward type of things where you take a huge risk on something, and at the same time it can be a huge reward or it can be a huge loss. But what we miss out on is those small little victories we have throughout the process. You got to respect the process. And so I look back at certain things that I've done, certain things that I accomplished, certain things I didn't accomplish, things that I failed at, and realize like, oh, you know what? I had a lot of small victories in this that I didn't really appreciate like I should have. Because I looked at the big picture and thought, well, because it ended, it was a failure. Or because it didn't go the way I wanted it to, it was a failure. And that's not the case. Somebody said, bro, you humbly bragged effortlessly at the end when you listed that you done everything at the end. I ain't catch that. I I like that though. I appreciate that. I'm a ponder on that a little bit longer because I'm trying to see at the end when you listed that. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, like, but you know, we gotta respect the process, our process, and we have to. I'm doing this live, so I'm trying to read comments and interact with people. So my production value is probably not great right now. I keep pausing to read stuff. I'm sorry, YouTube, but anyway, gotta appreciate the process, and so I've just gotten to the point where I really appreciate my process. I appreciate the 10 years I've put into this. It'll be 10 years since my first project in March of 2021. And so that's a huge accomplishment. How many people you know have done anything for 10 years? How many people have done anything for 10 years and not stopped? Think about that. That is a major accomplishment in itself, to be able to say I stuck with something for 10 years and didn't stop and didn't epically crash and fail. I didn't die. I didn't, and this, well, not every artist can say this, but I've never had a project that lost money. At least it's because I do everything myself, so it's cheap. But still, I've never lost money in a project. I've never, I've always increased. The next project has always done better than the last one, even if it was, incremental. It's always improved. I've always gotten better. I gotta respect that process and appreciate that, and allow that to boost my confidence and to know who I am. So anyway. Humble brag, that's something that you said, but I feel like that's how we should, because when you brag in a humble way, you put the focus on where it should be. It's not about me and my talents, but it's about the opportunity that God has given me to do it, the ability that He's given me to do it. Like I appreciate the times where I did doubt myself, because it was like He grounded me. He kept me down to earth and said, "Listen, bruh. You're not all that. Like, I mean, you are, but you're not without me." Like, if I wasn't, man, listen, if I ever decided I wasn't going to do this for God's glory, I know I'd be trash. I know that's the only thing keeping me, improving and learning and growing. It's the fact that I decided to do it for Him. Even though, granted, there are plenty of people who are super talented. To me, in my opinion, Jay-Z is the greatest rapper ever. And ain't never did nothing for no God's glory but himself, right? But that doesn't take away his talent. But at the same time, I know for me, that's the only thing keeping me where I'm at. That's the only thing that keeps me improving. And so that's all I got to say, man. I've talked to y'all long enough. I appreciate everybody that's been watching. You guys go on YouTube and watch this again if you want to. I'm gonna talk about more things. I know somebody told me to talk about voting. I end up not going there. Listen, let me just say this, and I'm gonna get off the gas. I'm not super into politics, except lately I've been trying to step my game up a little bit, just so I can know what I'm talking about when I have certain conversations. But listen, ain't no political party ever cared about us, and that's on facts. Like, that's no Democrat, Republican, I don't care what you are, they ain't never cared about us before. And so I've also accepted the fact that you got people who are on both sides and are completely right. You got people on both sides who are completely wrong. It is what it is. You can be a Christian and be a Democrat and be a heavy, hardcore into it. Hardcore liberal. And you can be a Christian and be a Republican and be hardcore into it, completely right wing, completely conservative. You can be both and still honor God. There's always going to be nuances to everything. There's nuances to our walk with God. Like, I can't do the same thing the next person can do. I do believe sin is well, I shouldn't say that. Let me chill. I'm not gonna say that because I'm gonna definitely get in trouble by the church folks. I'll say it like this: I could do something, the next person next to me could do the same thing, and it's sin for me, and it may not be sin for them. Like, the fact that sin is based on your heart and where your heart disposition is, and on your own ignorance or knowledge, that means everything can't be judged the same for every single person. You know, we got certain things that as a whole society, we just understand that murdering someone is not right. But if I yell at somebody for a righteous cause, I may think that's completely legitimate. The next person may think you're not walking in love. You know, so I'm not even gonna go there and tell you what I think is right. All I can say is, you know, I believe that if we were completely base our politics on Christ and what he would do, he'd probably be somewhere in the middle. He'd probably be uncommitted to any particular extreme. Because extremism breeds idolatry in anything. Paul said, all things in moderation. That means also your politics. It means also your stand for social justice can't be too extreme to the point where it becomes your idol. But I'm still black at the end of the day. I'm out of here. I love y'all. I'll be back doing this more often. We still black. Thank you for listening to TREtalk. Peace.